yes? Okay. Link 1. Check. That's it. Link 1. Link 182. Okay. Hey guys! It's that time again. I think. Yeah, there it goes. Cool. It's time for the weekly fate. Nothing super pertinent. So I think we'll just drop in. Hope everybody's had a good time. Also, I did remember one thing pertinent. For anybody that may or may not have seen, I had a little bit of an audio foible last week. It should be taken care of now, but the headphones that I was using can be screwy in the best of times. So I've decided to cut out the middleman and use a separate pair of headphones. So hopefully we won't get that same thing going. So yeah, let's get into it. Hope everything's alright. Interlude 4. 1. Unlimited Blade Works. She goes through the darkness. A desolate night. She enters the room from the dark hallway. This is a room in a building somewhere. There are about 50 workers here. Most are male, and all of them are scattered about like puppets, with their strings cut off. She grits her teeth. The darkness is helping her as she cannot see well. The air in this room is filled with the rotten smell of a plant. What is this smell? Can you tell, Archer? Opening the door and the windows, she asks someone behind her. There is no one there. But there is a presence, thicker than air, behind her. It must be a witch's potion. The one that destroys love. Hemlock? What? The culprit not only took their magical energy, but made the men impotent as well? Wow. Harsh spell. Then it must be a woman. I don't know what kind of grudge she has, but it must be a big one to keep taking it on people, even after she became a servant. Stop talking and open the windows. They're still breathing. I guess it makes no difference if they're found out now or tomorrow. Let's get away from here after we're done, Archer. She opens the windows and treats those who are in especially bad condition. After that, she leaves the room. Damn, I have to get my clothes to the dry cleaners. She sniffs her coat. She didn't touch it in particular, but her coat smells like rusted iron. The room was sealed, and the floor of that room was covered in blood that the people threw out. The presence behind her takes form. What appears behind her, to suck her in, is a knight in red. It is Archer, who is protecting her in spirit form. So, are they all flowing towards the Ryudo Temple? Yeah, all the life energy is flowing towards the mountain. The coma incidents in Shinto are all that master's doing. I don't know what kind of a master it is, but such a thing is beyond human powers. If there's anyone capable of doing it, it'd be the servant caster. A witch at the Ryudo Temple, huh? Then I guess we made a mistake last night. Mistake? You're talking about how we got away from Berserker? I think that was the best possible outcome. Really? If Castor has such a large network, I'm sure she saw our fight last night. But we could not defeat Berserker. We let Saber go, and we gave away the scope of our power. What part of this is good for us? Weird. Okay. He speaks sarcastically, but Rin does not answer him. It's not a mistake that she made Berserker retreat and help Saber. And most of all, Archer has not shown the full scope of his power yet. Last night. It's true that the arrow Archer fired stopped Berserker, but Rin has yet to figure out its true identity, the identity of that powerful, noble phantasm. Rin. No, she knows the principle behind it. That was just a bomb. He just exploded the bomb called the noble phantasm in front of his enemy. It does not need to be said how extraordinary that was. It was a one-time explosion of magical energy using the strongest phantasm possible. Broken Phantasm. That is the name of the noble phantasm this knight in red possesses. Rin. But it is too strange. A servant only wields one noble phantasm, and is part of them that they had for their whole life, What hero can possibly destroy such a thing freely? Rin. It's not easy to fix a destroyed noble phantasm. It's like committing suicide for a servant to destroy his noble phantasm. Rin. In other words, Archer abandoned his strongest weapon, and he still had 6 more enemies he needed to defeat. No. First of all, he destroyed the proof of his heroism under his own will. It's so crazy that us other servants would faint from shock if they found out about the... Rin! Oh, what? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I asked you what we were going to do now. You must be tired from the previous battle, so we should get back and rest. Ren clenches her fist at Archer's words. The previous battle. Bone golems that were swarming the hallway. She defeated them all by herself. She didn't need Archer's help, nor did she want it. Most of all, she felt anger towards the enemy who was breaking the mage's rule of not involving innocent people. That's why she destroyed them. She mercilessly eliminated every one of them. She did not show any sympathy, even if those bones could have been a living person just hours ago. She did not suffer any wounds from the battle, except one. Since she fought while suppressing her nausea, she cut her lip from biting down on it. We're going after Castor. You can still feel her presence, right? We'll finish this off before she can run to Ryoto Temple. What? I'm surprised. I thought it was your principle not to do anything impossible. Yeah, I don't do anything I see as impossible. But this is different, right? I'm sure we'll find some clue if we hurry, and most of all... You have to start the fight, huh? Man, you're letting the easy enemies run loose while going after the most difficult enemy. Hey now, we can let Saber be. We can just finish them off at any time, so we don't have to worry about them. We don't have to go out of our way if we're going to be doing anything. I'm going to let them go as long as they hide away in their house. So it will be a different story if that master's in front of you? For example, if Emiyashiro shows up in front of you without a care that he's a master? His words are meant to test her, looking down at the night town. I'll kill him. I have no kindness to give to someone who doesn't understand such a simple fact. Tosaka Rin answers as if convincing herself. Interlude out. February 4th. Unlimited Blade Works. 5. Bonnie and Clyde. Whoosh. This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the air wasn't cold. The corridor was a little chilly, but it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house often. Not going outside, he would just laze around the house carelessly. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? I wanted to be a superhero when I was a child. Suddenly, the man himself, a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it. What? What do you mean by wanted? Did you give up? I became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky. Yes, unfortunately, being a hero is a time-limited thing, and it becomes hard to call yourself that when you grow up. I wish I'd found that out earlier. I agreed with that. I don't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so. I see. Then I guess it couldn't be helped. Yeah, it really couldn't be helped. Kiritsugu answers. So of course my response was determined. Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll take your place. It's impossible since you're an adult, but it should be alright for me. Let me take on your dream. I'll make it come true. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. After breathing in, Emi and Kiritsugu said, Yeah, I'm relieved. He quietly closed his eyes, and his life ended. That is the story from winter 5 years ago. It was a parting that determined the course of Emi Yashiro's life. It was the night that Emiyashiro decided to become a superhero. There's no way I can forget it. I never said it, but I clearly remember it. The figure of the man who saved the boy who was left to the fire. Emi Kiritsugu held up the dying child and said, "Thank you." He said, "I'm thankful that I found you." He made a big smile and thanked someone as if he was saved by rescuing someone. The emotion I felt back then is still engraved in my mind. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anybody. In it all, I was saved and a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him. Become a superhero, so that I could save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Even if it may be a childlike fantasy, I yearned to become one. And thus, Kiritsugu, the embodiment of my dream, died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed his father. Emiyashiro must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child, to fulfill the dream of the man I admired most. But to be honest, I'm still wondering, if my idea is the right one, where my idea comes from, what can I do, even despite me being just an amateur? How to make the dream of making everybody happy, which Kiritsugu always talked about, come true. Oh, and what I can do now that I'm a master. There are just so many things that my head's going to explode. Just do a little just add a little bit more up. I wake up from that familiar dream. Bright morning sunlight is coming in from the window. I feel a bit chilly, but I guess it wasn't bad enough for me to catch cold. Jeez, I guess I fell asleep here again. I shake my head and change in my uniform. It's a bit before 6 o'clock. I bet Sakura's already up and preparing breakfast. Or my little sleepover. I go outside and breathe in the fresh air. It's a nice morning. It'd be much more comfortable if there wasn't 3 girls in the house. Oh, let me correct myself. There are only 2 girls in the house. I don't want to classify Fujini as a girl. Anyway, now, let's go see how Saber's doing. We'll save Sakura for the other round. I have to go see how Saber's doing. It seems Saber is rather sociable, so I think she would have been alright with the other 2, but still, I'm worried. I bet Saber's already awake. And there's only one place she can be. Sakura's in the living room, so Saber should be... Saber's in the dojo, as expected. Shiro, what is it? I believe it is still too early to wake up. Huh? No, this is normal for me, since I have to prepare breakfast. I see. I'm surprised at how early you wake up. It must have been really expected, as she looks surprised. I guess I'm just an early riser. But why were you surprised? Did you think I'm the type to sleep in? Oh, excuse me. Taiga's still sleeping, so I jumped to a hasty conclusion that the Emiya family are not early risers. Oh, I get it. Fujini's sleeping ability is unparalleled. I get it now. Come to think of it, Saber and Sakura were sleeping in the same room with Fujini. I bet it was hard for them to sleep peacefully. By the way, good morning, Saber. Were you able to sleep well? Yes. There was no battle yesterday, so I do not have any fatigue. That's good. I thought you might not have slept well considering how much Fujini moves in her sleep. It also seemed you guys were up late last night. If it gets too loud, I can tell them to give you a separate room or something. I proposed, thinking that Saber might not like being with Fujini. No, there's no need for such a thing. As there are no problems, I would like to go with Taiga's proposal. Really? Well, that'll help me out too, I guess. Is it just me, or is there intimacy in Saber's voice? Saber, do you like Fujini? Yes. Taiga has a good personality. A person with such honesty and open-mindedness is rare. I can understand why you are so honest, having heard that she has raised you. I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. I am praising her? I have only known her for a short while, but I understand her quite well. I see. I agree that Fujini is easy to understand. Problem is after that, whether you can understand her logic or not. But that's a whole different story. Then you're able to get along with Sakura as well, right? Sakura isn't as bad as Fujini. That is true, but I still do not fully understand her. It is not enmity, but I feel she is still on guard. So you haven't spoken with her yet? I have made peace with Sakura as well. As you said, she is kind, just like Taiga. Oh, well then, there shouldn't be a problem. I sigh with relief. I don't want to know why she used the phrase, made peace, but it seems like she became friends with Fujini and Sakura. I'm sure all the problems in the house are solved now. And that nothing bad will ever happen here again. Everyone says, "Itadakimasu." This is the first time I've had breakfast in a group before, and it feels rather relaxing. This is a bit thin. Did you change something, Sakura? Yes, I thought Saber-san wouldn't be used to miso soup. So I didn't put too much miso in it. Yes, I like this miso better than last night's, but please cook at your leisure since I am used to Japanese food. It'll be for our mutual benefit. Really? Wow, you're using chopsticks. I'm surprised. You sure are multi-talented. I'm used to it. But, to be honest, chopsticks are tiring. I do believe it is better than fork and spoon, though. Yeah, fork and spoon over chopsticks. Oh, that's not what you put on. That's what you put on it. You had to put soy sauce on that. I see. Thank you for your advice. No problem. I'll take the dried seaweed as a reward. Give me seconds, Shiro. Here, don't eat too much and fall asleep again. Sensei, I think you should hold back if you're going to be participating in the morning practice. This is fine. I have to eat a lot to make it until lunch, and you're not one to talk. Eating rice balls after the morning practice. You knew about that, Sensei? I was watching you because you were in the corner, acting suspiciously. You shouldn't, you know. A girl your age shouldn't eat 2 meals in the morning. The devil comes down on you. Your scale like a terrorist. According to my estimate, your weight right now is... No, please don't, Sensei. I won't cook anymore if you say it. Man. And I only like that once in a while. It's not like I do it every day. Really? I thought you made rice balls every day since you always cook extra rice. You knew, Senpai? Haha, that won't do, Sakura-chan. Shiro's pretty sharp on details. I bet he knew from the first time he made it. First time? You mean summer last year? Oh. Is there dust in the air, Sakura? Why are you waving your hands in the air? Breakfast proceeds like that. The breakfast table is twice as loud as usual. Then suddenly... Over 50 victims were found earlier this morning, and they're undergoing treatment at a nearby hospital. I see some disturbing news on the TV. Huh? A gas leak in Shinto again? Wow, it's 50 people this time. Let's see. Nobody could contact the victims since last night, so some of their families called the company. But the guard found nobody in there. Why is that? Why didn't the guard notice when they were in there unconscious since last night? It's much more than neglecting your job. Fujini must have lost her appetite as she stopped eating her third bowl of rice. Saber's watching the news with an intense expression. In that case, I'm not mistaken. I don't know the motive, but this is something that's done by a master. I can say it's fortunate that nobody died, just like all the other gas leak incidents. Man, it's getting really dangerous. You can't work in Shinto for a while. You have some money in reserve, so take a break during these times like these, okay? I'm happy that she's worried about me, but I can't reply to her. I'm too busy drinking. I know this is no time to be working, but I'm sure I wouldn't be able to come home as often now that I'm in a war. Then, if I'm ever late, I'll have to lie to them that I'm working. After finishing the cleanup, I go to the front door. Fujini and Sakura are already left for their morning practice. Saber's following me like she did yesterday, but I can't let her do so today. The weekends are fine, but there's no way I can take her to school on a weekday. Saber, this is as far as you're coming. Stay here while I go to school. You'll attract a lot of attention if you come to school. Master shouldn't stand out, right? She must not agree. She protests silently. I'm saying it's alright. I won't be attacked where there are people, so the school's a safe place. In any case, I can manage protecting myself. Thank you very much. Saber's brow twitches. She must have some argument about me being able to protect myself. Let me ask you, does that mean you can beat the enemy by yourself? I mean, of course not. I'm saying I can avoid danger by myself during daytime. I won't go to places with no people, and I'll come home before dark. You can let me do so, right? You have to rest to preserve your magical energy, so you won't have to follow me. I see. I have to believe in you if you say so. She's seriously worried about me. I feel bad about turning her down. I'm sorry, Saber. But it's alright, and you'll know if I'm in danger, right? You can come to me if that ever happens. No, our connection is weak. The only time I will sense your danger is when your life is in danger. It would be too late if I head out in such a time. Then should I call for you myself? Yes, if you call for me in your mind, I will be transmitted to me. It will be transmitted to me, your servant. Please use the command spell if you believe that I will not be in time that will not be in time either. Weird. I shall be able to jump through space and aid you if I have its backup. Jump through space? That's pretty much like true magic. The right to absolute obedience. The command spell's that powerful? Alright, I'll try my hardest not to end up in such a situation. I'll come home before dark, so please stay here. I wave her goodbye and open the door. Yes, please be careful, Shiro. Your school is abnormal. Please be on guard all the time, and please do not go near Rin. Are you saying Tosaka's gonna attack me at school? That's silly. That's impossible. Why would she ever do that? She's a true mage. She's bound by the association's rule to avoid involving innocent people, and most of all, she wears the mask of an honor student. I think she'll greet me normally if I do see her. I would like to believe so. Rin is not the time to change a decision out of worry of how she appears to other people. It seems she feels hostility against you, so it will do no harm to be on guard. Fine. I know it's needless to worry, but I'll be careful. Door sounds. It's past 7 o'clock. It's later than usual, but I should still make it on time without hurrying. It is 7:40. I go through the gate, and as I make my way to the school building, I feel something strange and stop. What is this? It's not like something strange, right? It's not like someone's watching me or that something looks different. If anything, it's that it's not that lively. It feels like the students and even the trees in the buildings are dull in color. It's probably just me. I'm sure that I'm stressed out from all the stuff that's been happening. Close my eyes and rotate my shoulders. But the strange feeling doesn't disappear even after that. I get up to the 3rd floor and head to my classroom. Then I run into Tosaka. Yo. I know her, so I greet her. But Tosaka freezes as if she's seen a ghost. Tosaka? What, do I have something on my face? I wipe my cheek with my uniform. But Tosaka doesn't even reply. She looks away from me and goes back to her classroom. Ooh, a voice crack. What was that? I don't even think it's like her to ignore someone who greeted her. A strange feeling hits me again when I go into my classroom. Someone might have brought snacks in here as I smell a slight sweetness in the air. Classrooms, like always. I head to my seat while greeting the guys. There are about 10 more minutes until homeroom starts. I look around the room and I notice a seat without a bag. Shinji's absent, huh? Come to think of it, he wasn't at the club yesterday either. Shinji's actually quite punctual, and he tries hard to follow the rules. It worries me a bit that a guy like him has been absent for 2 days. It's lunchtime. I usually go to the student council room when I make my own lunch. It's because the guys will take my food and the girls will make fun of me if I eat in the classroom. What's wrong, Issei? Not eating lunch? No, I just finished eating. I'm just really sleepy right now. Wake me up when lunch is over. Issei then puts his head on the table. Just stay up all night or something? I thought you had to go to bed at 11 at the temple. Yes, but I'm having difficulty sleeping lately. My fatigue won't go away no matter how much I sleep. So for the past few days I've been sleeping whenever I get the chance. What is that? You shouldn't be sleepy if you're sleeping every time you get the chance. It's true, but sleep won't let me rest, so I have to sleep to rest. I know I'm contradicting myself, but I can't help feeling sleepy. Man, it's too early to be spring, you know? In spring, one sleeps a sleep that knows no dawn, huh? You certainly got me there. Issei doesn't even try to get up. I guess it can't be helped. It looks serious, so I'll stay here until lunch is over. Someone's here, Issei. I don't care. Tell them the student council isn't open today. I can say so if you want, but I think it's Kuzuki-sensei. That's bad. Issei gets up and slowly opens the door. Ryudo. This is about the archery club this morning. Kuzuki-sensei stops his words after saying that I'm here. Kuzuki Soichiro is the homeroom teacher of Class 2A and also in charge of the student council. He's a very strict teacher and quite blunt. Then she didn't even go home. Correct. We will probably call the police. I believe you know, but do not spread the rumor. I know. Then how about Mato? The student in the archery club said he saw her and Mato together. It is the same for him as well. Mato Shinji was absent today, and his house is empty. His sister, Mato Sakura, was staying over at Fujimura-sensei's house last night, so she does not know anything. Issei and Kuzuki are talking about weird stuff. Summing up what they said, it seems that a student's been missing since last night, and Shinji's the last one to talk to that student. Sorry to interrupt. I'm sure the school's curfew will be set at an earlier time now. Quickly stating his business, Kuzuki leaves the student council room. Geez, have you seen Shinji, Emiya? No, I didn't go to the archery club this morning. You should know as well that he's absent, right? I see. I hope that's the case. Issei's face clouds up. Geez. It's not something I should really butt in on, but it seems this concerns the archery club. I'm sorry for Issei, but I should get some information out of him. Issei? Who's this person that hasn't been home? Well, I mean, I know Shinji hasn't been home. But like the other one. Well, you're an outsider, so I guess you can know. It all happened last night. We got a contact from a family saying that their daughter had yet to come home from the archery club. When we contacted the students who actually went to the club, we found that it was Shinji that last talked to the student. Talked to Shinji? Nobody talked to Shinji. Hold on, Shinji wasn't even at practice yesterday. And I parted with everyone at the school gate. Yes, it seems you were there as well, but this is after that. When the student returned to school to get something he forgot, he saw Shinji in front of the archery range. It seems the missing student and Shinji were having a quarrel. Got a bad feeling about this. There's only one student that could have been there. Don't leave out the important detail, you say. Who is the student that's missing? Okay, Mitsuzue Ayako, the captain of the archery club. We do not know where she went after returning to the archery range keys and after someone saw her in front of the archery range. Issei averts his gaze. And classes end. I don't know if that incident is the reason, but all clubs are cancelled for today. It seems the library is closed as well, so the students are going home in a hurry. There's an announcement that all students are to go home unless they have some special business. I'm the only one left in Class 2C. Pardon me. I bet it's like this in the other rooms, so I should hurry or there'll be nobody left in the school building. I should go talk to some people before that. I can't go straight home after I found out Mitsuzuri's been missing. She's firm, and stronger than most guys. It's not a trivial matter that she's missing, and most of all I can't ignore her as her friend. Sorry, Saber. I got something to do. I apologize to Saber and leave my classroom. I should go talk to people in Mitsuzuri's class. 2A. Ayako-chan was absent today because she's sick. Mitsuzuri's absent today. You should know that if you're in the archery club. I'm not in the archery club. I'm telling you, she's absent. Even devils get sick, huh? Her record of not being absent ends today. That last guy sounded like a dickhead. That's all I can give. Oh, the girls. Whatever. It seems everyone's been told that Mitsuzuri is absent because of an illness. Sorry to interrupt. Don't tell her about this if she's here tomorrow. I wave goodbye and leave. If there's any place to go now, it'd be the archery range. Nobody here. Well, duh. There's no club activities today. The door to the range is shut tight. It doesn't seem like anybody's inside, so it's meaningless to stay here. I guess I'll talk to Issei. He might have some new information. It's been 3 hours since lunch. It might be possible that she's already been found, and it turned out nothing was wrong at all. Man. I didn't think that the student council would be closed as well. There aren't that many people here now, so it'll be difficult to ask around. I guess I'll go home for now. Fujini knows something about Mitsuzuri. I get my bag and go out into the hallway. The sky is tinted red. The sun is setting, and it should be getting dark in about an hour or so. I get to the stairs. As I start walking down, I hear a sound above my head. I look up. There is a very determined-looking girl. Tosaka standing at the top of the stairs. Oh, you're here too, Tosaka? She doesn't answer. First this morning, and just now. I think her glares are getting worse every time I greet her. What? I'm gonna go if you don't have any business with me. I raise my bag and show her that I'm going home now. Sigh. I don't know why, but Tosaka said sigh. I'm stunned. Coming to school without your servant? Are you sane? She murmurs without emotion. Of course I'm sane. I can't turn Saber into spirit form, so there's no way I can bring her to school. Then skip school. It's like asking for others to kill you if a master's walking without its servant. Do you know how stupid you are, Emiya-kun? Well, I'm not stupid. Don't say stupid things. Masters don't fight in front of people, right? Then it's out of the question to fight during daytime at school like that. Oh, then let me ask you, are there people watching us now? What? What's she talking about? I don't even need to check if there are people around. There's around the hallways, there's like... Why is this? Conveniently, there's no... Shiro, buddy. There's no club activities, and there's no reason for students to be at school right now. There's no one in the third floor hallway. I'm sure that's the same for the fourth and second floor, too. The red-tinted building is quiet. I bet there are only teachers remaining on the first floor. Seems you finally understand. Jeez, I was more pissed than astonished this morning. I told you so many times, but you still came to get killed. Saying so angrily, Tosaka rolls up her sleeve. A slender white arm. On the feminine arm, something like a glowing tattoo appears. What? Not a command spell. Could that be... Even though I don't have one, it must be proof of a mage. The mage's crest. Magic crest. I don't even need to explain it to you, Ray. This is a crystallization of the magic passed down my family. I can cast any magic carved on here just by filling it with magical energy. Yep. A magic crest is like an attached engine, separate from the magic circuit of a mage. There's no difficult incantation or procedure to follow. It is an ultimate hastening mechanism that runs the car called magic just by turning it on. But the magic crest will not show up unless it is in use. The magic crest is like a separate magic crest that is formed using the magical energy of the mage. I told Archer to go home. The Gander shot in this magic crest should be enough for you. There's no emotion in her voice. That makes me realize that she's serious. You can run away, but that's just making it hard on yourself. I'm going to win in the end, no matter what you do. She coldly says so, but my head's still spinning. Fight here? Why does it have to be here? Why does it have to be now? And why do I have to fight against Tosaka? Hold on, Tosaka, are you insane? This is the school. Who knows who'll come up if we make a commotion? I'll think about it when that happens. I don't let chances in front of me slip by. I'm sorry, but I'm taking care of you right here and now. And besides, I don't think I can stand having you walk about carelessly. I said hold on, I don't have any intention of fighting you. I do, even if you don't. Just prepare yourself, Shiro. She moves her arm and starts the fight. What sort of magic is it? The instant she points her left hand at me, my vision's filled with light. It's about 4 steps forward to the stairs leading to the second floor. If I'm to retreat back to the hallway, it'll also take me about 4 steps to get to cover. This is no time to think. I jump back to the hallway. I don't look back as I jump. I use the corner of the hallway as a shield and jump sideways with all my might. I slide into the hallway. Damn! Damn. I hear Tosaka cluck her tongue as if something heavy hits the wall. Wait, what did she just do? I get back up and look behind me. The wall. The wall I was standing in front of until now is smoking. And, to be more precise, there are 3 fist-sized burn marks on the wall. It's a projectile weapon. No, that thing is a curse that'll inflict the target with disease. The Gondor shot Tosaka was talking about should be something from the Northern European rune, an indirect curse that worsens the disease of one being pointed at. Its effect is to worsen someone's illness, so it shouldn't be something with any physical effect. But Tosaka's Gondor shot made such a dense magical energy that it looks like a bullet. The problem is, its power is like that of a bullet as well. Wow, as expected of Tosaka, it's such a brutal use of force, making a slow curse into an immediate one. Wait, is she trying to kill me? I told you so! I hear her running after me. I instantly get myself together. There's no time to think. I have to run for now. Hallway. No, hallway's bad. The hallway's straight. Tosaka's using a projectile weapon, so she'll shoot me in the back if I run down here. Don't move! Tosaka sprints out from the corner. Just before that, I jump into the room beside me. Room 2F. Jesus. She shoots the Gondor shot through the hallway. It seems she shot it right after she ran into the hallway. Damn, I can't fight against that. How could she tell me to fight? I'm no match for her. I look around the room in a hurry. Is there any protection? Isn't there a shield, and armor, bulletproof vest or something in here? Shit, this isn't an American school. She's here! Shit! I hear footsteps stop in front of the classroom. I'm sure she saw me run in here. Then she must be wary of my setting up an ambush. No way. Am I an idiot? I run. I run from the back of the room to the door in front of the room. In that instant, the Gondor shots are mercilessly shot into the classroom. Jeez, she's shooting them like crazy. The bullets go through the walls, hitting everything in the classroom. Ow! Get my back! Would have got me if I hadn't moved. No way! Why are you still standing? Tosaka Rin jumps into the classroom. We're about 4 meters apart. In front of me and in the back of the classroom. We glare at each other again. Nope, there's no time for that. I jump out into the hallway. Running into a room isn't a good option. I'll have to run to the stairs over there. Man, she's really merciless. It just scraped my head. Hey, it scraped my sides as well. Ow, 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 ow. Damn, are you serious? I won't be alright if I get hit with that thing. Of course not. Stop if you don't want to get hurt. I'll finish you off quickly if you do stop. The bullets fly through the hallway. Actually, the sounds are like those of real bullets. Wait, are you really shooting Gondor shots? I can only hear murderous intent in that sound. Shut up! Don't run away. I'm getting really irritated because my target's moving. Man, this is just like giving a knife to... Hey, that's it! The sound of firing echoes in the hallway. But I made it. I reached the stairs in the nick of time. Whew. I run down the stairs. I've won since I made it this far. I run down the stairs and reach the landing. Tosaka shouldn't be able to follow me if I make it to the first floor. I gasp. Tosaka took a shortcut by jumping over the railing of the stairs. To put it simply, I have to get past that glaring Tosaka to make it down to the first floor. I'm surprised. You're pretty agile. I thought you said you had flab. Oh, shit, no wait. I'm surprised. You're pretty agile. I thought you said you had flab. Oh, shit. Some veins are showing in Tosaka's forehead now. It's scary how used I'm getting to this. The instant I realize it's coming, I jump sideways and hear the bullets hit the wall beside me. I run down the hallway in the other direction. The good news is that I'm down to the second floor. If I'm able to run away and make it down to the first, I'm sure Tosaka won't. Damn, you're still following me? You're persistent, Tosaka. Just give up. You're the persistent one. I won't kill you, so give up already. I don't know if it's because she's serious or if she's mad about me running away. Tosaka's Gondor shots are loud enough now that it'll have people calling the cops. No time to be worrying about such things. Being more powerful means that the bullets are bigger. The curse that was just hot while it scraped me is now burning everything it touches. Ah! The Gondor shot scrapes my leg. My speed goes down. As soon as I figure out she'll catch up before I make it to the stairs, I jump into the room beside me. Jesus Christ, it's like a war zone. I go into the classroom and move to the window side. Well, what should I do? I should be able to jump down from the second floor. If I'm going to get shot at, I might as well try escaping from here. Yeah, I'm not. Well, das Schleifen Vogelkaffing echo. I hear Tosaka's voice from the hallway. Something like a thin membrane surrounds the classroom. A bounded field? The instant I notice that bounded field is soundproof effects, I figure what Tosaka's going to do. Shit! I jump to the wall. I feel a strong magic being activated. A sip of water. I crouch down, tip over a desk, and hide behind it. This isn't like the Gondo shots she'd fired up until now. I close my eyes and place my hand on the desk. She's casting a spell. Even though she has help from the magic press, Tosaka is casting her spell. Will I make it? No, I have to make it. I skip every manufacturing process, the process of making another nerve in my spine, and frantically pour magical energy into the desk. Fixierang Eli Salve. Trace on! Lights and sounds explode. It's an ordinary day after school. The ordinary classroom turns into a dance floor in an instant. Jesus Christ! Dancing desks. Comparing the bundle of magical energy aimed at the classroom to a pistol is an understatement. It's a shot without pause over a wide range. It's more like a machine gun. I don't know what kind of a curse is on the magical energy, but it's strong enough to be visible to the human eye. As it has mass, it destroys everything it touches. The desks are running crazy like a person on fire. My eardrums are already screwed up from the sound of the dancing desk and the echoing bullets. This is more like a battlefield than a dance floor. But still, I don't see any cracks in the windows. It must be the bounded field Tosaka set up. This room is a closed space now. It seems one can enter the space, but not leave. The bullets fired in here are no exception, as the sounds don't escape the ground. Jesus Christ. Tosaka's angry, but she's acting like a mage. She's still acting like a mage. I put as much magical energy as I can produce into the desk used as a shield. The only magic I can use is the strengthening magic. I strengthen the desk to defend myself against the rain of magical energy. Ugh. But it's only for a brief moment. My strengthening magic will only endure this barrage of bullets for about 3 seconds. As a result, I have to redo the strengthening magic right when it wears off, and repeat this process. Damn, does she have infinite magical energy or something? The rain doesn't stop. Maybe Tosaka knows what's going on in this classroom. She might still be attacking because she knows I'm blocking her attacks like this. Then this rain would stop when the magical energy runs out, huh? I slump my shoulders while concentrating on the desk. Well then, let's just compare our endurance. Let's have a match to see who'll give up first. I give up. The match is decided in a flash. It feels like I've gotten knocked out in 15 seconds into the first round. I'm not wounded, and I have lots of stamina left, but I can't do anything if my magical energy runs out. Man. I look out from behind the desk. I can't see the classroom too well because of the smoke. I hear a sound. My hand bumps into something on the floor. It's the leg of a chair. She really did destroy this place. Well, I guess it could be used as a weapon. I pick up the stick and put my remaining magical energy into it. It worked. Wow, I'm perfect when it really counts. I swing the stick I strengthened. Well, won't do me any good just to stand here. I'll be dead if she attacks again. Maybe I used too much magical energy, as I can't even stand up. Yeah. And the smoke isn't letting me breathe. She's smoking me out, huh? Just got it all down. Tosaka's experienced in fighting. She'll just corner me if I stay here. I know she's waiting for me in the hallway, but I can't escape out the window because of the battlefield. I make up my mind and head to the hallway. My feet are still numb. I move the wreckage of desks and crawl into the smoke before me. And on the other side is... one pissed out Tosaka. Huh. You finally came out, Amiya-kun. Tosaka's waiting for me, her shoulders heaving. I glare at her and manage to stand up. The numbness in my feet is temporary, so I think I should move them if I wanted to. It's not like running would do me any good, though. Tosaka's just tired from running, and she has plenty of magical energy left. Unlike me, whose magical energy is depleted, Tosaka's just out of physical energy. If we resume our battle, I'm sure she'll shoot me down without hesitation. It's over. Throw away that weird weapon. You can't win now. Tosaka declares her victory. That just pisses me the fuck off. I know it's reckless, but I can't help it if she makes me mad. We won't know until I try. Don't say such a thing when your soldiers are heaving like that, idiot. I raise the leg of the chair to show that I'm resisting to the very end. I see. Alright. I was going to be kind to you if you're going to give up, but I guess that was an unnecessary courtesy. Let me apologize to you beforehand. She smiles. I wish you wouldn't make such an ominous smile like that. Why apologize? I'll forgive you for this even if you don't apologize. Even if you do apologize. I won't forgive you for this even if you do apologize. I'm apologizing for what's going to happen, Emiya-kun. I can't hold back if you're resisting, right? I can't apologize to you if I happen to kill you accidentally. Ugh. She's serious. Well, she did seem serious, but I guess that made her really serious. Finally realized that I'm in a hopeless situation. Oh, did you finally realize the situation you're in? I'm glad. If you said something absent-minded even in a situation like this, I would have done something. Ugh. What do you mean by something? She glares at me. I see. I guess this is what she meant by being absent-minded. This is your final warning. Throw away that weapon and give me your command spell. I'll rip it off the nerves in your arm in the worst case. But this is better than losing your life, right? Give up my command spell. My command spell isn't something I can just hand to her, and most of all... No, I can't do that. I see. Let me ask you why. I can't give you my command spell. It's like telling me to betray Saber. I see. I'll give you 3 seconds. It's your life, so you decide. Tosaka raises her left hand. I bet she'll release her goddess shot at the instant I refuse. Can I really admit defeat against Tosaka? 3. What's your reply, Emi-kun? Oh. We stare at each other. Was that you? It wasn't me. Tosaka, that was... a scream. I instantly get up and start running. Hey, do you know where it came from, Emi-kun? No, I can only tell it was below us. Well, hold on, I'll lift the battlefield now. I run down the stairs. Hold on, it's dangerous to go by yourself. This isn't the time to be worrying. That scream was unusual. I know, that's why I'm telling you it's dangerous. We get down to the first floor. There's no one moving in the hallway, but there's one collapsed female student just lying there. The student's collapsed in front of the emergency exit. Good. She's only unconscious. I check on the female student. She must be in the first year. She's unconscious, but I don't see any wounds, so she should be alright. You're wrong. She's so pale. Can't you tell she's empty inside? What? Empty inside? I mean, like a lot of us are, but like, we don't really... She's had her magical energy. No, the life energy, to be precise, drained. This is about as bad... No, this is worse than the people who got attacked by Castor. She'll die if we just let her be. Die? Even though she doesn't have any wounds? Hey now, it's only natural for someone to die if they're empty inside, even if they don't have any external wounds. Hold on, I think I can do something with the stone I have. She searches her pocket. Thank God. It seems serious, but Tosaka seems to know how to cure her. Tosaka kneels down and looks at the female student. Her face looks serious. She tends to the female student while sweat forms on her forehead. What's going on? That serious face of hers. think I saw it recently. Jeez, it's so annoying. Can you close the door, Emiya-kun? The wind's moving my hair. Huh? Oh, the emergency exit? I look at the open emergency exit. Huh? Open? Come to think of it, we still haven't figured out why this girl's unconscious. She didn't do this to herself, so somebody must have attacked her. We ran here right after we heard the scream, so the emergency exit's the only place to get away from. Oh. Is it because I was looking at the emergency exit? I sense something, Black being shot, and I... Watch out, Tosaka! I protect Tosaka with my right arm. Huh? What is that? Emiya-kun, your arm. Just like Tosaka said, a black dagger is piercing my right arm. The thing lodged in between my wrist and my arm looks like a nail. No, it's too big to call it a nail. Something like a dagger is pierced through my arm. Why? No, you're bleeding so much. Doesn't it hurt? Oh, it hurts like crazy. It hurts. It hurts a lot. But it hurts so much that I can't panic. But more than that, someone threw this at Tosaka's face? Please take care of her, Tosaka. I start running. I don't have time to wait for Tosaka's response. I squeeze the strengthened metal rod in my left hand and run out the emergency exit. Whew. Oh, this hurts. Woo. I run while dangling my right arm. The arm's red below the elbow. Is there some bad luck with my arms today? Tosaka told me to give her the command spell on my left arm, and now this one almost got ripped off. Has to be around here. I look around. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I can certainly feel it. The person that attacked the female student. The person that attacked Tosaka with the daggers nearby. That person's still around. If I close my eyes, I can feel the dark magical energy moving. Behind the archery range. In the woods. I take a stop so I can drink a little bit more water. Pardon me. I jump over the hedge and run across the moldy land. Then, between the trees, a bastard is spotted. Someone I recognize is standing there, smiling. Shinji? I stop. Why is Shinji here? He's missing right now. No, Mitsuzuri is the one who's missing. Shinji was the one who last saw her in. The injured arm throbs. The instant I fall to the ground, a nail-like dagger is thrust at my throat. Ugh! I instantly dodge it. I just keep falling and keep rolling forward to avoid it. My throat. It scraped it and my skin's cut. This is rather fortunate. If I had been a second too late, it would have been my throat that got cut. You... I instantly get up. In front of me stands a woman in black with an irritating smile. A servant. I'm sure of it. A concentration of magical energy even Tosaka couldn't stand up to. An ethereal beauty and a smell of thick blood. I don't know what class she is, but her existence is beyond human. She disappeared? The black shadow disappears from my vision. My instincts tell me I'll be killed. I desperately swing my weapon above me. Gah! I parry the nail coming from my head. She's like a spider jumping through the woods as if she's sticking to the trees. I run. It was just pure coincidence that I was able to block the surprise attack. I can't block another one. There's no way I'd be able to get away. So I really don't know where I'm running. I run to a nearby tree and put my back against it. Should be able to block any attacks from behind me now. No, I have to believe that it can. Damn, her figure stands out so much, so I don't see that servant in black anywhere. She might be jumping from branch to branch as I don't see her coming down. Sweat rolls down my forehead. The sound of chains is like that of a snake aiming for its prey. I suppress the laughter trying to escape me. The sound of chains echoes through the woods. Even though I might be killed in the next moment, my mind is completely blank. I don't have any notion of time, and the guillotine isn't coming down. That's what's strange. The battle should have been over by now. But I'm still alive. It's so strange that I think I might have been killed in that previous surprise attack and might merely be dreaming now. Saber. I can't match a servant. Then I'll have to rely on her. The command spell. If I use the command spell to call Saber, I should be able to escape the situation. But, is that alright? Place myself in this dangerous situation, then I should hold the responsibility for that, and most of all, I haven't done all I can do. That's right. I have a weapon in my hand, even if it is a weak one. My body can still move. If this is a bad position, I only have to move away. I can call for Saber after that. I'm surprised. You're not using your command spell? The voice echoes. Oh, what was that? You know what? Shinji said that, whatever. The voice, she's above me. On a branch somewhere, as I expected. Unfortunately, I don't have too many left, so I don't know what I'd do in the future if I use that one for something like this. And well, I don't really know how to use it. I see. You must be brave, unlike my master. I search around me. Where's the voice coming from? Then I shall alter my course of action. I cannot go all out against a master without a servant. I shall kindly kill you. The voice stops. The sound of chains is the only one echoing throughout the woods. She's coming. What I have to do is get out of this place. To do so, I had to block her nail a few times. The fact that I have to defend myself using a chair leg is so pathetic that it's funny. If I at least had... If this stick was as cool as those weapons he had, I might be able to counterattack. Here I go! I don't have time to think about what ifs. It's about 30 meters out to get out of the woods. This isn't much compared to the chase I had with Tosaka. I run. I ignore the annoying sound of chains and run frantically towards the exit. I repel the attack from above. And then, using the weapon, I block a roundhouse kick executed by the servant. She's in front of me now. I repel her attacks. No way. The servant in black retreats. It's just a coincidence. If the first surprise attack was blocked by coincidence, these attacks are also blocked by chance. I can't even see her movements. For me to stay alive in spite of that is nothing but pure luck. But a coincidence is something that can continue on like this? No, what if my assumptions are wrong in the first place? First attack. The surprise attack to my head. Emi Ashiro couldn't block such attacks. I can't block them even by coincidence. You. Oh, you. Servant Black murmurs. The irritated voice is rather surprisingly beautiful. You're no good. You're not as good as the other servants. I swing at the servant in front of me. The servant in black blocks my blow and jumps back. I can make it. There's nothing in my way now. The servant in black has retreated. Now all I have to do is go a few more meters and... No. That's as far as you go. You are already captured. Huh? My body falls. Rather, I'm being pulled back. My right arm hurts. The pierced arm is being pulled by some force? Do you still not understand? That thing in your arm is my nail. Your nail? That makes me realize. The thing extending from her weapon. The annoying sound of chains. The sound of the chains moving. The sound of the binding chains that I've heard since I came out the building. Crap. I reach out for my right arm with my left, but it's too late. The arm moves up by itself and is lifted up. My arm's about to be torn off. The nail in my right arm. The chain coming out of it dangles me in the air using the branches of fulcrum. Oh, fuck. Ah, God. Well, it seems you were saying something very interesting. The servant in black approaches. I can't run away or fight now that I'm suspended in midair. You said I'm inferior to other servants? This is troubling. I cannot kill you unless I correct that misunderstanding of yours. It's like I'm a sacrifice. It's like the one to put the gallows in a Western movie. Put to the gallows, whatever. The nail-like dagger is raised. The servant in black licks the tip of it. Let me see. I shall take those mistaken eyes of yours. I shall take your remaining limbs afterwards. She jumps lightly and appears right in front of me. They suspended 3 meters above the ground. The nail comes for me. My body still moves. I'm gonna try and fight using my left arm. I still have the weapon in my hand. I swing my arm while it's still suspended. She must have seen it coming. The servant in black avoids it midair. The death in front of me smiles. I swing my body desperately to avoid it, but it's useless. The servant mercilessly thrusts her nail at my eye. And she's shot from the side by numerous bright bullets. Ow! I fall to the ground. The bullets cut the chain and hit my butt in the ground. The servant in black turns her back. She jumps to a branch and retreats like a beast. Are you alright, Emiakin? As soon as she runs up to me, she takes my hand. I have to stop the bleeding. Do you have anything to wrap around it? Oh, I have the handkerchief. It's probably clean since Sakura prepared it for me. It's not much, but it's better than mine. But it's better than nothing. It's not much better than mine, but it's better than nothing. We can make a towel. We can make do with a towel and that. She takes my pulse and murmurs something like a spell. It must be septic and painkiller, as my right hand feels a lot better. Tosaka carefully puts the handkerchief on my wound and wraps the towel around it. Seeing her like that reminds me. Tosaka's beautiful. And, like, a nice person. I was watching her from a distance, admiring her for being an honor student until like 3 days ago. As it turns out, her true personality was far away from my imagination. But it's not like she was any different inside. My heart's pounding. Tosaka's a nice person. She's so close to me, and she's so beautiful that I can forgive her for everything that happened until now. I can't think straight. Alright, I guess that's good for now. So what was that? I tried to back you up since you were in a terrible situation when I caught up with you. I don't know. I followed that person here and I was attacked. I concisely tell her what happened. I decided not to say anything about Shinning Shunji, though. It might have been my imagination, and even if it was him, I don't have any proof that he's connected with that servant. Don't make a face like that. I couldn't tell who she was, but she's a servant, so that means there's another master here. Yeah, I knew there was another master at the school, so this means that master's finally made a move. Tosaka slumps her shoulders. It seems Tosaka already knew about this third master. Then that master's the one who attacked the female student? Hold on, Tosaka. How's that girl? She's doing better. She's sleeping in the nurse's office now, so her life's not in danger. Oh, I see. That's good. I sigh with relief. That means all the problems have been resolved. Then what's left is... Huh? Why are you staring at me? Hey, I won't do something like that. I don't know how she misunderstood. Tosaka, sometimes makes weird misunderstandings. Hey, I know that. You want to do such a thing. What I wanted to ask is if you wanted to continue. Do you, want to keep fighting, or what? Hearing this, Tosaka freezes. How long did it last? Tosaka glares at me once, then hangs her head, as if giving up. That's fine, but it troubles me if she makes such a face near me. Tosaka, what did you want to do? I won't do it. This is it for today. I'm not in the mood anymore, and I owe you for that other thing. She gets up and brushes dirt off her knees. Let's go. I know it hurts, but bear with it until we get to my place. Tosaka offers me her hand. I tilt my head in wonder and look at Tosaka's eyes. I'm saying we're going to my house. You can't heal that wound yourself, right? Oh, well, I mean, it's true, but why? Hey, now, you'll die of necrosis if we leave the wound be. It'll be my fault if you lose your arm. Tosaka pulls at me as if telling me not to talk back. What? Wait. I don't get it. I'm dumb. Shiro and me a big dummy. Tosaka's house is in the residential district of the other side of the town. I guess there are Western-style houses at the very top, but I've never actually been up there. This is as far as I've been, and I don't know anything about what lies ahead. So, this is the famous Western-style mansion at the top of the hill. The main base of Tosaka, a mage with a prestigious lineage. I look up at the extravagant mansion, dumbfounded. Well, I thought I was used to things like this because of Shinji's house, but has its own taste. Good taste. Maybe again? The entrance is over this way. Oh, yeah, I know. I clear my throat and fall after Tosaka. Man, I can understand if I'm on guard being invited to another master's base, but I'm getting nervous just thinking about that I'm going into Tosaka's house. So, this is the living room in Tosaka's house, the place Tosaka lives every day. Let me see your arm. She gets straight to the point. Please. I sit on a chair and show her my right arm. She takes off the towel that's wrapped around it. I think she's closer to me now. I didn't notice before, but her black hair looks really pretty and causes my heart to beat faster. Huh? That's weird. The wound's smaller than before. Do you have like a healing charm on you? No, that's not true. Really? But your wound's almost healed. I didn't say anything about it being pretty. What? What were you saying? What? I said your wound's almost healed up. I only stopped your bleeding, so it shouldn't be healed. I don't know anything about it. Really? Well, you are an amateur, so there's no way you can heal yourself. Then it might have to do with Saber's ability. What does Saber's ability have to do with my wound healing? Well, this is just a guess. You might have made a mistake when you made contact with Saber, so the flow of power might be reversed. I don't know how you formed your contract, but I hear that there are servants that make the contractor immortal. Saber's self-healing powers may be flowing into you. Does that mean my wounds will heal as long as our contract exists? Well, I guess so, but I wouldn't rely on it. Saber's healing your wounds, so it means you'll be using up Saber's magical energy. And more importantly, that's a power to heal your wounds, but it's not to bring you back to life. It'll all be over if you die, so don't do such a reckless thing again, said the girl that tried to kill me. Oh. I don't know when she did it, but the bandage is wrapped already and the treatment's done. She pats my arm and stands up. Well, I'll go get us some tea. Do you want milk or sugar in your tea? I don't want either. Can you tell me one thing before that, Tosaka? What? It's about what you said before. You said something about there being a master at our school? Oh, that? Yeah, you wouldn't notice the battlefield set up there, huh? To put it simply, there's another master at school who's been doing things like we just saw. I recalled the female student. She was pale, and Tosaka said she would have died if we hadn't found her. So masters don't only go after other masters, huh? It's like that priest said. But why would they do such a thing? To win the Holy Grail War, of course. Servants can acquire more magical energy the more they feed on human minds. The master at our school wants to use everyone as sacrifices to make his or her servants stronger. What? Using the students as sacrifices? Is that master insane? Who knows, but there's a battlefield set up at our school. It's not complete, but everyone inside will weaken and die when it's activated. Well, it's not like I'm gonna let that happen anyway. Tosaka explains with a cool voice. This must be something she's known for days. She knew what she had to do and went to school even though she told me not to. She knew it's dangerous to be there, but she still wants to keep the master who set up the battlefield. I mean, stop. Whatever. I'm ashamed of myself. It's only natural for Tosaka to get mad at me, who came to school without thought. I wasn't prepared for anything, as I was trying to continue my peaceful everyday life. Hey, what's wrong? Why are you depressed? Did I say something bad? She looks at me uneasily. I bet she's misunderstanding again. No, you're wrong. I just thought I'd never be able to beat you. I think it's wrong for me to apologize, so I try and tell her how I feel. Tosaka stares at me. What? This isn't about the previous fight. Oh. You know, whatever. I know, Amy-kun. Do you want to make peace for now? Then... She attacks me with a smile that makes my heart jump. You mean a truce between us? Yep. The master at our school is ill-natured, and the enemy now knows about you. I personally want to take care of this other master before you. So do you want to cooperate and look for this other master? I'm taken aback, but I think calmly. No, there's no need to think. What Tosaka said is correct, and more than that, I cannot ignore this master. First of all, I decided to fight, so that I can stop masters that will hurt innocent people. How about it? I don't think it's a bad proposal. Yeah, it'll be great if you can help me. Hold on. It doesn't mean I'll be helping you. We're just promising that we won't attack each other. I see. So it doesn't mean an enemy of an enemy is your ally, huh? Nope. But you can trust me for now. I'll help you as long as you don't betray me. She declares so. This is so like her, and I'm honestly thankful for this fortune that's been brought upon me. Great, then you'll be my ally forever. Please give me your best regards, Tosaka. I nod and hold out my right hand. I'm sure it won't last that long time, so at least be of some use to me, okay? Tosaka sounds ungracious, but I won't be tricked by it, because she puts out her right hand, and most of all, because she firmly shakes my hand. Oh, please tell me it's dying. Fuck. I see. No wonder I thought it was strange. So you're not an official successor, huh? Oh. I see. No wonder I thought it was strange. So you're not an official successor, huh? Your dad died before he handed down the magical crest to you, right? Well, I don't know. I don't think my father wanted to pass me his magical crest to me. And he was also against the fact that I wanted to be a mage. But he taught you magic, right? Isn't that contradictory? Maybe. It seemed like he taught me magic because I wouldn't give up. He also told me from the beginning to be a magic user, not be a mage. We talk about unimportant stuff for a while. Since we're cooperating, I want to know about your family. Jessica asked me that question, and it's now getting into how I learn magic. Emi Kiritsugu was a lone wolf mage that came from the outside. In contrast, Tosaka's family has proper lineage and supervises this land. Normally, a mage from outside must show good faith to the supervisor of the land. But Kiritsugu didn't do so. Actually, he hid the fact that he was a mage. As Tosaka Rin is the head of the Tosaka family, she is the supervisor of this land, even though she's young. She was entrusted with the supervision 10 years ago, and it's only recently that she actually became able to protect the land. Well, that's why Tosaka never knew about Kiritsuga's existence, and why they didn't know about his son, who was a mage. A magic user, huh? Then you really are an amateur. You don't have any magic knowledge other than the magic you can use, right? That's right. I can only use the strengthening magic. I only know a bit of other things. What I did before was just casting the strengthening magic on the desk as a shield. And that was the best magic I've ever done. Huh? Are you serious? Are you telling me something like that? Why are you telling me something like that? Then she gets mad like it's our own affair. Wait, is that something to be angry about? Hey now, look, Amiya-kun. We're cooperating, but there are things we should still keep a secret, right? We should be hiding the scope of our power, and first of all, a mage has to keep his magic hidden at all costs. Really? But it's meaningless to keep it a secret now, right? It's true that it's not something to be telling people, but you're a mage. It's not a problem to tell you. Father told me that magic is not something to hide desperately. What is that? Did your dad actually say such a thing? Yeah, I guess he wanted to tell me not to be bound by rules. He always told me that I shouldn't learn magic and that I could quit anytime I wanted. Tosaka grits her teeth. What's she so irritated about? She's showing enmity like never before. Don't be ridiculous. Your dad's not a mage. If you're taught by such a character, I can't approve of you as a mage. Tosaka, calm down. Why are you so mad? Well, I know I'm no mage compared to you, but my father was a great mage. No, that's not what I wanted to say. What I can't forgive is that... That what? Then Tosaka's enmity disappears as if she's regained her composure. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Everyone's ways are different. I'm proud of myself, so it's not my place to tell you something. So I don't get it. Did something annoy you? Like the method Father taught me? Or is it my inexperience? Yeah, I do have complaints about how inexperienced you are. Like how you only know the strengthening magic after a few years of study, and how you tell me that weakness of yours. Tosaka smiles suggestively. Is it just me, or do I feel a chill? Ugh, you're right. I really regret it now. But I can't help it, right? I'm only good at strengthening magic, and my father's dead, so I had no way of learning anything else. Yes, that's the limit of a single mage. Mages don't know when they're going to die, so they leave their magical crest behind and cooperate with the association. What I got so angry about was how your dad never did anything against that. Magic of a mage isn't just as magic. Magic is something passed down from parent to child for many generations. It's the sum of their life's work. The responsibility isn't just yours. So the first condition of being taught magic is that you will pass it on to later generations. A child born into a mage's family instantly becomes a successor and an inheritor. We are born for that reason, and we also die for that reason. A mage's child isn't human from the start. No, it's the duty of the mage to change what is born human into something else through many years of hard training. That's why your dad isn't a mage. Your dad chose to be a parent over being a mage. She looks away as she says so, as if jealous or something. I don't know why Tosaka's mad. What Tosaka thought when she was raised in this house. How much she sacrificed to train as the daughter of a family of mages. I can't put myself in her place, no matter how hard I try. Chosaka, is that why you consider me your enemy? Because I don't have the mindset of a mage? That's right. It's not that I hate you, but I can't approve of you. That is why I had to teach you a lesson. Is that bad? Well, it is bad, but I do appreciate your warnings. I wouldn't have noticed the master at our school if it wasn't for the thing today, and I wouldn't have been able to cooperate with you. I stare at her for affirmation. Jessica ponders for a bit. Jeez, why is a guy like this Saber's master? She complains about something strange. We've been talking so long that it's already gotten dark. It's almost 7 o'clock. Saber's gonna be super pissed, regardless if I get home soon or not. So we'll look for the master at school. Right, we'll meet in the hallway after school tomorrow. Oh, I'll have Archer guard you on your way home. I can't walk you home since I have things to do, but Archer's good enough, right? Huh? I realize I've been forgetting about it all along. This is Tosaka's house, so it's not strange for Archer to be here. What's up, dickwad? The Knight in Red, Archer, takes form. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've actually faced him. The man that almost got his head cut off by Saber that night. The man that tried to shoot Saber along with Berserker. Is it because of such things? I face him and instinctively feel that. Fuck this guy. I probably will never be able to accept him. Must be the same for him as he stares at me with enmity. Appreciate that. If he hates me, I can hate him back without holding back. Please do your best, Archer. We're cooperating now, so don't attack him. I know. I will follow my master's order. Archer disappears. Since he can't go out there dressed like he is, it must mean he will guard me in spirit form. I walk through the night town. It's still 7 o'clock, so I see people around. I don't think any guard is necessary, but I can't turn down her goodwill. But maybe I should have refused. My nerves are getting strained. There are goosebumps on my skin. I might throw up if I let my guard down. Here come the burps. I feel hostility from behind me. The invisible guard is watching out for the one he has to protect. Man, how is this a guard? The hostility I feel is definitely coming from the man behind me. This is fine. It might end up like that night if you get any closer to my house. Tell the presence behind me. Archer doesn't answer. He just accepts my word and tries to leave. Wait, don't you have something you want to say? I glare at the invisible guy. The leaving presence stops. He appears with hostility still present. I have a better opinion of you. It seems you can at least feel hostility. Well, I thought you were a pacifist who wouldn't even kill an insect. Don't mock me. I'm a real mage. If my enemy wants to fight, I'll fight back. I confront the Knight in Red. He smiles as if to make fun of me and shrugs his shoulders. Don't be ridiculous. A mage that does not smell like blood is only a half-assed. Didn't you learn so from your teacher, Emi Ashiro? What? My spirits weaken. Kiritsugu certainly said so. Mages are tinged with blood. It doesn't matter if you hurt or don't hurt anybody. This path is a path wet with blood. That's why Kiritsugu told me not to be a mage. Are you saying you don't smell blood on me? I just bled earlier today. Of course not. You're not fit to be a master in that regard either. You're different from red. What is that? Are you saying you can smell blood on Chosaka? Yeah, she's rather kind-hearted, but she's merciless when she has to be. She wouldn't go around looking for other masters every day if that wasn't the case. She's looking for other masters every day? That means she's fighting other masters. It's not like it's over when she finds a master. Then she's doing something like what happened at school every day. The event at school. The same thing that happened in the woods today. Of course not. I wish today would be the only case. It seems my master's of great skill and might turns immature only when she's facing you. First of all, she doesn't need to cooperate with you with the skill she has. But she's still doing meaningless things. I'm against this cooperation. But well, it can't be helped. Servants obey their master. Isn't that right, Amiyashiro? It means that a servant has to obey its master, even if it turns out to be a useless amateur. Even if he turns out to be a useless amateur. Is he talking about me and Saber? I see. I feel bad for Tosaka, pardoning this cynical guy. Man, I'm stunned. You still saying such things? I'll warn you. Do not worry about your servant's personality. We are summoned only to fight. We are only a tool bound by the command spell. You guys have total control over us, so ignore what your tool has to say. I can't tell him that's not the case. What Archer, the one bound by the command spell, said is definitely true. I can't think of Saber as a tool, but it's true that Saber's bound by the command spell. So why'd you stop me? Don't tell me it's something as ridiculous as wanting to make friends with me. I don't really have a reason. I just didn't like him, so I wanted to complain to him. Yeah. You want the Holy Grail as well, right, Archer? I ask an obvious question in desperation. Then... Holy Grail? Oh, the evil treasure chest that is said to grant wishes? Not interested. My wish can't be granted by a thing like that. The Knight in Red declares contemptuously. What? That's contradictory. Servants desire the Holy Grail. Isn't that why they answer the call of the mages and become servants? Wait, what's with that? Then why are you even a servant? It could not be helped over the course of the event. I do not have free will. You must think we are answering the call by choice. What? Don't have free will. Does that mean he was called against his will, even though he doesn't want the Holy Grail? How stupid of you. Did you really not think about it? Look, a servant is one that is summoned. No, heroic spirits are summoned, not out of their own will, but by the will of others. We become heroic spirits because of our achievements, and we become support for people in the future. But do you really think that heroic spirits would wish to be an aid to humans? Well, I don't know. If they're called heroic spirits, they should be pure. That's why I imagine them protecting people. But that's not the case for a lot of servants that I've encountered. That's right. Heroic spirits don't have a will. Heroic spirits are just there to protect the people. We are only summoned when there are inconveniences, and we disappear after we finish our remedial measures. We are beings that should not exist. We are not recognized even if we save the world. These are the heroic spirits, the ones of convenience that are called the Guardians. It is all over once we become one. Our wills are taken away. Well, one that is summoned only to disappear. Heroic spirits are tools without a will? That can't be true. You and Saber have a will. You might have been summoned against your will, but you don't have to. Don't you have a choice after you're summoned? Saber's saying she won't do such things against her will. Of course, we are servants. I don't know who made this system, but this war is well structured. It gives form to what should only be a part of the main body, and we are summoned as the real heroic spirits. As heroic spirits are given bodies, we can regain our humanity with them. along with our former desires and grudges. That is why servants seek the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail should be about to fulfill our desires, and it will allow us to stay in this world as humans, even if it may be for a short while. Stay here as human? Then that must mean they could be set free as an individual and not as a servant. And to add, the Holy Grail has powers to grant wishes. If it allows them to grant wishes they had before they died, it's natural for servants to want to cooperate with their masters. So the Holy Grail must be a miracle for the servants as well. How can you say you don't need such a thing? You can fulfill a wish you couldn't make come true, and you can even quit being a servant. It is a simple story. I did not have a wish that I could not make come true. What? I am different from others. I made my wish come true, died and became a heroic spirit. That is why I don't have any wishes, nor do I wish to stay here as a human. That must be the same for your servant. Don't be stupid. Saber said she needed the Holy Grail. She's not like you, who's being a servant without an objective. My objective? Archer murmurs. Why is it? It's only a normal murmur, but a chill runs through me. Huh. It's the same even if you don't have or have an objective. Ask your servant if you're curious. Saber's objective is to obtain the Holy Grail, but she's not going to use it for herself. In that regard, she's the ideal guardian. She's literally a slave. Remember this. If you are to be her master, do not forget this. His presence disappears. The knight in red talks cynically until the very end and leaves. What a dickhead. Day's not done yet. I'm home! Even though I don't feel like it, I follow my habit as I go into my house. I feel liveliness from the living room. I bet Fujini's watching TV and Sakura's preparing dinner. Saber, is she in the living room? Ugh, fucking. I recall Archer's words and shake my head. I don't know what he wanted to say, nor do I want to know. But it's stuck in my head and it won't go away. A familiar called a servant. His honest opinion, scorning heroic experience as mere cleaners. Oh, welcome home, Senpai. Even though she's in the middle of cooking, she comes out to greet me. I'm home. Sorry I'm late. How much of dinner is done? I just started preparing, but I don't think I need your help. We're having stew tonight at Fujiwara-sensei's request. I see. And there's certainly nothing I can help with. Looking, I see that everything's been cut up already. Knowing how good Sakura is, I bet all she has left to do is cook it. Where's Saber? I don't see her in the living room. Saber's son is sleeping. She said she wanted to be woken up when you come home. Was she mad? I don't think so. Saber-san always has sharp eyes. If Sakura's hesitating to say it, it must mean Saber's pissed. It's only natural, though, since I broke our promise of me coming home before dark. Oh, welcome home, Shiro. Saber-chan was really mad. She said she really wanted to talk to you in the dojo after you got home. Fujini said something really scary while she munches on a mandarin. Fujini, you didn't happen to tell Saber weird things, right? Like a person who breaks a promise should be punished by getting a beating with a shinai? I did tell her. I told her she shouldn't need to hold back. I see. So my enemies aren't just the other masters. There's another one hiding here as well. Can I ask you something? Did you take Saber to the dojo? Did you tell her to use a shinai she wanted to train? Yeah, we fought a bit. She was amazing. She doesn't know kendo, but she seems to be more like a swordsman than I do. Does she do fencing or something? Nah, I don't think she does. I think she's more like you. Like how she swings around a big sword and matched to her size, and how she attacks enemies like a wild animal. Well, I guess I'll accept the punishment. It is my fault after all. By the way, about Mitsuzuri, do you know if she's home or not? Huh? How do you know about that? I didn't think the news got out. I heard about her in the student council room. So, how is it? Did anyone find her? I stare at Fujini. Fujini is a teacher, even though she may not seem like one. She keeps quiet about things she shouldn't talk about, and I'm sure she'd tell a lie to comfort a student. So I have to stare at her to notice any changes while I ask about Mitsuzuri. So, Fujini, has nothing changed? I guess it can't be helped. You look like you'll run out if I keep quiet, so it's not best. And it's not like this is a secret. But this is a special case, you know? I'm only telling you since you're her friend. I know. I appreciate it. So, please tell me quickly. I'll tell you the results. Mitsuzuri's son was found earlier today. I'm sure the examination's over and she's home by now. She's kind of confused, but she doesn't have any wounds. There's no danger to her life. I can't tell you anything else. If you're her friend, just ask her about it. I see. So it wasn't serious, huh? Thank God. I don't know what Mitsuzuri got into, but I know it has something to do with the strange incidents happening in town. It's likely that the source of this is Master at my school. I don't know what I could have done if something happened to Mitsuzuri. Oh yeah, Sakura, can I talk to you for a bit? Yes? What is it, Senpai? It's nothing really, I'm just wondering if you know anything about Shinji. I'm sorry, Senpai. I spent last night here, so I didn't go home. I heard he skipped school today, but... So you don't know what he's up to, huh? Yeah, I guess it's no surprise you don't know. Sorry I asked you something kind of weird. No, that's not true. I know about Nissan more than anybody else. So I should know why he skipped school, right? I don't think so. And it really helps you when you're here. The event in the woods. If the person there was really Shinji, and he has to have some kind of connection with the servant in black, then the worst case possibility is that he's a master. If that's the case, wouldn't it be dangerous to let Sakura go back to her house? Senpai, what does that mean? Sakura, spend the night here tonight. You can use Fujini's clothes if you don't have a change. Senpai, that's... It'd help me out if you can stay here for a little bit. Well, you can go home if it's inconvenient for you. Oh. But it's absurd. It's troubling to be asked so suddenly to stay over. Sorry for saying things to trouble you. I bow my head and apologize. Then... Okay. I'll do as you want. Sakura agrees so quietly that it's almost lost in the sound of the cooking stew. It's getting late. I went to the dojo with Saber after dinner to receive my punishment. Saber called it training, but I swear she was just beating me up. And when we finished, it was past 10. It seems they're sleeping together again today, as Fujini and Sakura go to the Japanese-style room. Shiro, what's wrong? Are you not going to go back to your room? Yeah, I'm going, but there's one thing I wanted to ask you before that. Please go ahead. I will answer anything I can. Guess I'll get right to the point. What Archer said. Servants who have no freedom seek the Holy Grail to obtain freedom. It has to be the case for Saber, but he said Saber wouldn't wish for freedom. Saber, you need the Holy Grail, right? Yes, my objective is to obtain the Holy Grail. I became a heroic spirit for that reason. I believe I told you this before. Well, yeah, I know, but why? A servant can stay in this world without a master if it obtains the Holy Grail, right? Then you're going to obtain the Holy Grail and do what you wish here, right? No. I will leave this world once I obtain the Holy Grail. It is not allowed for me, someone from a different time, to stay in this time. And most of all, I do not have anything I would want to do. Her eyes showed her determination. It shows no hesitation nor lies. In this case, there's nothing I can say to her. I see. I can't tell you strongly, since I don't know what your wish is, but I think it's unlike Saber to ask for a wish from the Holy Grail. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, but I vaguely think that it's not appropriate for this golden-haired girl. I promised you that it will attain the Grail, so I'll believe your words for now. Is something wrong? You have not seemed well since you came home. Well, you were beating on me, but it's not true. Saber, about our course of action. Saber looks serious now, as expected of her. Saber is Saber, no matter how well she gets along with Fujini. It's annoying, but her true nature is revealed in her fighting, like Archer said. I went to school today and found out there's a third master there. Had a quarrel with Tosaka? A lot happened and we ended up promising a truce until we find the master hiding in our school. I report what happened today in a hurry. Saber's listening seriously at first, but as the story goes on, she starts to look at me unhappily. Are you against cooperating with Tosaka? No, I agree that you should learn from Rin, as you have no knowledge. But I would have liked for you to tell me earlier, and if you could have consulted me beforehand as well. Saber glares at me. I am ashamed of myself, since she's totally right. Then you will cooperate with Rin tomorrow to search for the school? Search the school? Yeah, I'll call you if we find something strange, so stand by here until then. It is too lenient a plan, but it will be perfect until you get used to battles. So we'll be going after the master that set up the battlefield at the school? I nod. After thinking for a while, let me confirm. After we defeat the master at your school, your cooperation with Rin will end, and she will be your enemy again. Is that correct? Saber asks to make sure. Well... I guess that's how it'll be. I guess it's true no matter how much I smooth this over. Tosaka will challenge me even if I refuse to fight. If that happens, it'll just be more painful for Tosaka if I get killed by her without putting up a fight. Yeah, she'll be my enemy again after we defeat the master at my school. That's what you want, right, Saber? Yes, I do not have anything to say if you understand. We shall cooperate with Rin, and you experience more battles. Saber bows and leaves. Battles are unavoidable as long as I'm a master. Will we eventually fight as long as we're alive? We will. When that time comes, will I be able to fate Tosaka like Saber said? Well, we don't need to think about that right now, because the day is done. I don't know about you guys, but that felt kind of long to me. But maybe that's just because I'm the one reading. But, full day. Some cool stuff happened, some really neat stuff. But since there's no announcements that I know of for tonight, I'm gonna leave it here. Hope you guys have a good time in the coming week. Thank God my headphones didn't crap out like last time, because that would have just been awkward. Yeah, everything's good to go. See you guys when I see you. Later.